Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson, and today is Saturday, October 8th, 2022. And today I'm going to be talking about COVID-19 in the face of Hispanic Heritage Month 2022. Well, Hispanic Heritage Month this year runs from September 15th to October 15th. And to all the viewers of this video, te deseo buena salud y felicidad. I wish you good health and happiness. Now, in 2020, the Latinx population in this country was estimated at 62 million out of the total population in this country of 331.4 million. Now, Latinx people are diverse culturally. They come from cultures that are rooted geographically in 22 nations in Puerto Rico. Latino people are brown, black, white, indigenous, and they are European, Asian, and African. So today I'm discussing the coronavirus pandemic and the toll on the Hispanic demographic. Well, if you don't know, then I'll just inform you that the COVID-19 pandemic has taken a terrible toll on Hispanics in the United States. And much of the information that I'm sharing comes from an online report by Salud-America, which was posted on August 5th of this year, and I will include the reference. Now, Latinos are 18.5% of the population, but are almost 25% of all COVID cases and almost 16% of all deaths in this nation, according to the CDC data as of August 2022. Now, when you look at the age distribution of COVID deaths in the Latinx population, there's a lot of excess deaths at a young age. For ages 0 to 24, Latinos account for 29.9%, almost 30% of COVID deaths in this country. Ages 25 to 34, the number is 31.4% of all COVID deaths. Ages 35 to 44, Latinos account for 33% of COVID deaths in this country. Ages 45 to 54, Latinos account for 28.8% of deaths. Ages 55 to 64, Latinos account for 21.9% of COVID deaths. And ages 65 to 74, Latinos account for 16.5%. And ages 75 to 84, Latinos account for 12.5% of COVID deaths. And that's a lot of death in the prime years of life. Now, Hispanics are 4 times more likely to be hospitalized for COVID-19. And those are just awful statistics. Well, what about the COVID vaccine uptake, you may want to ask? Well, initially, Latinos made up a very low percentage of people who got their vaccinations, despite being disproportionately hurt by COVID. But between July and September 2021, the data shows that the number of Hispanics who received the COVID vaccines surpassed the number of black and white people in the United States. Now, I haven't seen any recent data about booster vaccine uptake. So here is my personal opinion. I've said this before. COVID is not over, despite the lack of attention that people give to it and the media gives to it. People of all cultural backgrounds are still getting sick. We can try to reverse these statistics by using prevention tools, such as masking when indoors and in large crowds, ensuring fresh air ventilation, getting those HEPA air purifiers in the house, and getting COVID vaccines and boosters. If you're not sure where to get a COVID vaccine, you can go to vaccines.gov, type in your zip code, and you can get information. Please know that all COVID vaccines given in the United States as of today are free to anyone, and you do not need to show documentation of citizenship. So again, as COVID continues on, and in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, I want to acknowledge that COVID-19 has hit this diverse community with a disproportionate number of cases, hospitalizations, and deaths. Folks, please continue to take steps to try to prevent COVID. That's my message today. As always, be well and take care.